The honeybee is the only insect that produces food eaten by man. Honeybees have been producing honey in the same way for 150 million years. Honey lasts an incredibly long time. An explorer found a 2,000-year-old jar of honey in an Egyptian tomb and said it tasted delicious. Honey's ability to attract and retain moisture means that it has long been used as a beauty treatment. It was part of Cleopatra's daily beauty ritual. Honey is incredibly healthy and includes enzymes, vitamins, minerals. It's the only food that contains an antioxidant associated with improved brain function. The bee's buzz is the sound made by their wings, which beat 11,400 times per minute. Honeybees must gather nectar from 2 million flowers to make 1 pound of honey. One bee has to fly about 90,000 miles, which is 3 times around the globe, to make that pound of honey. The average bee will make only 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey in its lifetime. A honeybee visits 50 to 100 flowers during a collection trip. A honeybee can fly for up to 6 miles and as fast as 15 miles per hour. Honeybees communicate with one another by dancing. A colony of bees consists of 20 to 60,000 honeybees and 1 queen. Worker honeybees are female. They live for about 6 weeks and do all the work. The queen bee can live up to 5 years and is the only bee that lays eggs. She is the busiest in the summer months when the hive needs to be at its maximum strength, and lays up to 2,500 eggs per day. A healthy beehive has 40 to 60,000 bees. Larger than the worker bees, the male honeybees, also called drones, have no stinger and do no work. All they do is mate. And after mating with the queen, the male's stomach is torn out and it dies. Eee. A queen mates with nearly 20 drones and only mates once in her lifetime. The mating is done in the air. The queen stores the sperm from the drones and uses it over her egg during her lifetime. The queen honeybee lays between 1,000 and 3,000 eggs per day. There is only 1 queen per colony. Any additional queens fight it out to the death, and she lives for 1 to 4 years. Honey has always been highly regarded as a medicine. It is thought to help with everything from sore throats and digestive disorders to skin problems and hay fever. The natural fruit sugars in honey, fructose and glucose, are quickly digested by the body, and this is why sportsmen and athletes use honey to give them a natural energy boost. Beeswax melts at 148 degrees Fahrenheit. Bees can see the same colours we see except red. They can also see ultraviolet. Bees stroke their wings at exhausting 11,400 beats per minute. Different types of flowers result in subtle yet discernible changes in the taste of honey. Honeybees have a zero tolerance policy when it comes to drinking on the job, and will attack any bee returning to the hive drunk on fermented sap. Bees do not hibernate. They huddle together in winter to share body heat. A honeybee has the same amount of hair as a squirrel, which is around 3 million hairs. The estimated worth of global crops with honeybee pollination is around $200 billion. Honeybees were not native to North America. They were an invasive species brought over from Europe in the 1600s. Native Americans called them white man's flies. And honeybees in France were feeding off discarded coloured M&M shells, turning their honey to shades of green and blue. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you learnt something new. If you have something we left out or an idea for another video, please do tell us in the comments below. Please do also subscribe and turn on notifications. It helps grow the channel so we can continue to provide these bite-sized snippets. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next video.